Alright, this is part 2 on showing my layout in slow motion here. Like where I left off at, this right here is, I'm going to actually put a light in it before I mount it down here and all. That way when I flip my switch on for it, it'll light up at nighttime. I'm going to put a little, move this, I might turn this around that way or something, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just yet. Might not even put this over here. I might put that somewhere else. Maybe a little bit closer or something. It's hard to say. I don't know just yet. I still have ideas up in my head I'm going to try. But I'm going to put a light in that too, and I'm going to have each one on a separate switch. And my boxes that I've got up mounted up here, I'm going to have a switch for every single house that I have on here. Even a couple of my cars, I'm going to actually put a little lights in them so they can look like they're shining. The little headlights and tail lights are glowing at nighttime. I'm going to do some of them right there, and I'll do a video on that too in the future, just to give it a little detailed look. And here's actually a Y that turnout that I did, and so I just put very little ballast in it. I can still move it back and forth, and just once I put the glue in there, I just make sure I move it back and forth, and then I put it dead center so it's not touching either side, either this rail or that rail. It's in between, so it's not touching it. Something like that right there. That way, after it dries, I can take my finger and work it back and forth at this point right here. And if she's stuck or anything, you just take a little small screwdriver, a real fine point, and just kind of help push it out just a little bit to break it free. But like I said, here's my mountains again. I did. And then I actually weathered a tunnel right here. Actually, not my tunnel, but my bridge. Did a little weathering on it right there, as you can see. Added some more stuff underneath here. Weathered underneath there too, which I was on an earlier video. I just added a little bit more, like the one that's right here I added, and another one over that way. Did the same thing for this side right here too. Put my bushes up. So it blends in really good. And this is where my water is going to be at. Which you got to do everything else before you do your water, because if not, it'll show up really bad. So I'm saving that for last. And some of these rocks are here, I still got to do a little whitewash on them. Just barely on a couple of them, not too many of them. Probably the ones in the water, I might just do a touch up on like maybe this one and the big one right here. And maybe that one, I'm not sure yet, but some of the ones on the side are here. I will probably do a little whitewash on it. But the ones back at the waterfall, which will be right here, I'm not going to do one there at all, because I'm going to have another waterfall right here too. I have a couple more bushes along here, and I'm going to have trees, but I went ahead and did my ballast first before I did my trees. That way the trees wouldn't be in the way and I wouldn't miss any spots or anything. And if I did miss a spot, I can hit it real quick. Now as far as this bridge right here goes, I weathered my track, but my pieces that I haven't got on yet, I'm going to actually weather them too. And I actually weathered this on the inside. Not much, just very little. So I didn't want to overdo it, too much rust. But so far, that's with everything done right here. My road. Only thing I got to add is my trees in there that I've done. but I'll wait for some people to give me some suggestions on adding to trees in my overgrowth foliage right there. So, like I said, just feel free to leave a comment about that. And I'm going to add some more little bushes like this right here, on this right here, right above my rocks. Like I said, I actually went up there and went ahead and did them as far as whitewashing, dry white, or not whitewashing, but dry brushing white. I've done bushes up there. Add a few more rocks and painted them up here. And then I added my little foliage stuff right here for bushes and trees and all that, because this is starting to be closer. And the bridge, I actually did a little bit of whitewash, not much, but that was from the earlier time when I did that one. I have a little park right here. That park, I got my little walkways here and all that, and I'm gonna have a couple of benches sitting here, and people can overlook the water and everything. I said I got my little dirt road right here, and got my little dirt parking lot. Got my little Camaro right there. I'm gonna have a couple more cars on that too. Then I got another little park section going this way. Short grass right here. Little place for a couple of picnic tables, and then tall grass, which is the static grass right here. You can see the difference in it. I wish I could zoom in, but my camera won't let me do that. The type of camera I'm using. But maybe I can find a little section right here that I actually did that you can see. You can barely see it coming up, just barely. I'm going to have my water coming down there. Like I said, a couple of these are here, I might do a little wash on them. The water goes all the way back to a little round part, so I'm going to have a couple people over there swimming back over there. And we'll put my little bushes up here, my little pine trees that I made out of those bumpers that I showed y'all. Pretty cool to do. Still got to ballast this section right here. That'll be it for another update that I'll do. And I'll try to move some stuff out the way because I had everything sitting right here in my way. And these are my original rocks that I've done. Right here, and like I said, I went up there and added some more with the 5-minute drywall mud. And you can also use a 20-minute drywall mud too. And there's my puffball trees for trees way in the distance. That's what she looks like. With my mountain up here has got my rocks on it. Got some of my pine trees that I did out the bumpers. I took some out and kept some in here, and then I did some of my rocks and everything else right there, as you can see. Painted them. Turned out pretty good. And this is another little part. I got to do my clouds, and I'm going to do my stars for nighttime over here too. And as you see, there's my mountain that I've done. I got all three of my engines right now. I've got another one I ain't got taken out yet. I've got a couple other cars that are still in the boxes. Now this is going to end this part 2 for video here, and I'm going to do a part 3. Until next time, see ya.